mattered, where we were when we first watched them, and how they hit now. The lore isn't just the plot; it's the feeling. The Last Dragon. We keep saying the Last Dragon, but it's more than just that. We have Double Dragon. We wanted to talk about video games turned into movies. Double Dragon, Mario Brothers, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. We want to talk about basically everything. Cartoons turned into movies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know you want to talk about that. I love it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what else? Uh, Master of the Universe. The list.
Mm.
What else? We just want to like the nostalgia of movies, everything from what we used to watch when we were young, and like anything of these movies, movies that shaped us, movies that raised us, music
Mm-hmm.
us, albums and songs tied to specific moments in our lives. We revisit the music that soundtrack, breakup, road trip, late night, and growth, and decide whether it still hits, still lives in rotation, or stays respected but retired. We said earlier, I said Prince. It's been 10 years since Prince passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and then Stranger Things. And like me remembering that when Purple Rain came out, the movie, my mom took me, and I was 3 years.
Mm.
I was 3 years old,
Dang.
and all I remember is her covering my eyes for the lake when I knocked the thing,
Mm-hmm.
because we can't have,
Yep.
and then me falling asleep.
Mm.
So yeah, so like I want to review that album because it like hit me because that was 3 years old. Yes, I was 3 years old. Jeez. Like, it's like and then like what Minataka, Lake Minataka. Thank you. Appreciate
That whole album.
that whole album
You
is
ain't got to skip no tracks on that
no
motherfucker.
skip.
That whole album is banging. I'm
And
telling you.
that's what I want to do. No skipped albums. Everything
Yep.
from the first song to the last. And was I supposed to listen to this album when I was young? No. But hey, my mom took me to go see this movie, so might as well. Music that shaped us, movie that raised us, the films that taught us lessons before life did. Movies that shaped our humor, morals, confidence, fears, or worldview, whether they meant to or not. I forgot your mom was a single mom. Sorry. Yeah, for a while. Like, and then some dumbass. Sorry, brothers and sisters. Sorry, I know you're dad, but some dumbass came over and decided. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, more being iconic. They're not gonna listen. My mom will. She'll be like agreeing. Yes, yes, that's true. It's true. I fucked up.
Mm.
I sent you to Nicaragua now. It's like, all right, thanks, mom. Appreciate that. Rewatch a second look with fresh eyes. We revisit shows or movies we've already seen and talk about what changed, what we noticed, what still works, and what hits differently as adults. Gentle resets, low pressure, cozy conversation, comfort media, soft reflection, and slow by for weeks when energy is low, but connection still matters. A reminder that rest counts. Seasonal monthly spotlights, planned themes that rotate with the year. From nostalgia months to genre spotlights, anniversaries, and culture moments, these segments are mapped weeks in advance so the show can move with the seasons, no rush through them. Wait until February. We
Mm.
already discussed this, what we're going to talk about in February. We have some black excellence movies. We have some rom coms. Te, te amo, madre. Madre, te amo. Um, we have some Father's Day, Father June, like the dads that raised us on in TV and movies. For
Mm.
May, we have the moms who raised us in TVs and movies. We have some blockbuster movies in July and August. We have some MCU stuff. That's all month. We have horror, of course. Reactions in live takes, real time reactions to movie trailers, TV previews, game reveals, memes, TikToks, and viral moments. Unfiltered first impressions, instant takes, and the kind of reactions you normally yell at your screen. If someone sends me a thing to blind react that is a trailer, I will do it and I will post it on here on the podcast
Mm.
because I want to do that from now on. I want to blindly react to trailers and stuff. And then how it all
Yeah.
fits to this, thank you for the Heart Me Baby Inc. I appreciate that. Every segment feeds into the same goal, building a place where pop culture, nostalgia, community, and real conversations collide. She says, okay, you got it. She came at the wrong time for that. I didn't. Okay, you know what? No, let's do it. If you're gonna send me something being a blind react, I'll post in the podcast. It's fine. I already said it. She came at the wrong time. Let's go. Do that. We'll do it. All right. So we have all that to look forward to. Blind reactions are my thing. Fucking hell. I love it. This is why we like you in here. Run it. Jen Ross said, run it. Run it. Yeet. Um, I fucking love this. The chat is freaking unhinged, bro. The chat is unhinged. Like, I never thought I'd say this, but the chat is unhinged. All right. We're not going to talk about, we're not going to do spoilers for Stranger Things.
No.
Okay. We're going to wait a week so y'all can, like, wait and actually watch this whole thing.
Yeah, y'all better hurry up watch this shit. I had something to talk about, but I'm gonna save for next week.
No, we're gonna talk about the music.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. But also, Stranger Things series finale released in theaters over the New Year's 2026 earned over 25 million in box office revenue, with
Mm.
sources reporting figures from 20 million to 28 million, primarily through concession sales and ticket purchases, marking a significant success for Netflix foray into theatrical events, though theaters kept most of the revenue. Love that. People watch Stranger Things. I've never seen the show. Well, dang. Total gross around 25 to 28 million across the U.S. AMC alone generated 15 million from over 750,000 viewers. Theaters retained most of the earnings as Netflix didn't receive significant box office revenue due to existing guild clearance issues. The theatrical run was a massive hit with sold out shows and high demand for tickets, proving the show's enduring popularity. While not a direct profit center for Netflix due to revenue structure, the event was a huge win for Buzz in attracting and retaining subscribers, potentially paving the way for more Netflix titles in theaters. Can we do that? Can we do that? Can we like do more of that? But premium live events? I want to go to a theater for like
I think they do. I think they do that some places though. They
for
offer them
Christmas.
PLEs at like a theater or something like that though. I've heard that.
Okay. And other movies as well. Maybe TV shows, maybe season finales, series finales, you know? Like let's do more of
Yeah.
that. Hey Sandra, how you doing? Welcome in. But I would love that. Okay, so Stranger Things ended. Um, the music. They waited for that last see the last episode to like hit me with that Prince. And I just remember when they did the Prince thing, the whole thing, I was like, wait a minute, that's the album that stays? No. I gotta I mean, it's an epic album.
Yeah.
It's a good album to like what they did.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm
But
trying. I'm trying. Go for it.
I was putting it all together.
Okay.
How this actually happened? Because you know he was notorious about people using the shit,
Yeah.
and so okay.
Okay.
When Purple Rain was released,
Purple Rain.
it was released by Warner Brothers.
Oh.
The soundtrack and the movie.
Yeah.
Now, who owns Warner Brothers now? Netflix.
Son of a bitch.
So I'm pretty sure cause the estate. I was doing my research. I did my research on this. The estate owns half, and Warner Brothers own half. So they made a deal. I knew it was the real album because when you fuck it, when they show the album, and I know that album, the record, the vinyl, I know it like the back of my hand. So yeah, so they not no fools. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
not. And
And I know they struck a deal with the estate to use it.
Netflix,
In all these
Netflix
years,
did some good stuff there. I love it.
you you have never heard his shit on
Never.
any of these shows
And
ever.
he only showed up on New Girl once
Yeah,
for that one
yeah.
time, and he was gonna do more stuff, but he passed away before that ever happened.
And just the impact of that song.
Dude, that first chord, ding! I'm just like,
I
no,
said, oh shit.
oh no.
And I know Purple Rain. 'Cause it was a time where I couldn't even listen to Purple Rain.
mm,
I was dealing with a separation at the time,
okay.
and uh, and that song, hell, it was a time I wouldn't even touch Purple Rain on TikTok. I would not do it at all, you know.
I saw that. I saw those videos. He touched it.
And and then yeah, later on, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I did it yesterday, but
Yeah.
anyway, but
Yeah.
just the meaning of that song is perfect. For those who haven't seen it, we ain't gonna ruin it for you, but I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be epic. You're gonna love it.
And I said it like
Not
as
just Purple Rain, they use Dove's Cry too.
Doves Cry, Purple Rain and Doves Cry right after, back to back, because the whole album, like the spinning and everything,
Yeah,
and then once that second song hit, I'm like, no, are they gonna go through
yeah,
the whole thing? And it didn't. They
yeah.
didn't. Luckily, they didn't, because I would have been like, dude, this whole album is a fucking vibe. But not only that,
But I know,
um, Fleetwood Mac, the
hmm
whole soundtrack to the last episode
yeah,
was legit. They got Fleetwood Mac. They have At Last. They had At Last in there. And I'm like, damn, this whole fucking series finale.
yeah.
The songs are just like, damn, let's go.
But the good thing
Um,
about that, but you know what the good thing about that, he jump back to that Prince, it's letting these youngsters experience this because the youngsters don't even know, you know what I'm saying? And so I was reading today
mhm.
since New Year's Eve, Purple Rain string numbers 500
Oh,
million plus.
hell yeah.
When Doves Cry,
That's what I'm talking about.
300 and 300 million plus since New Year's Eve on Spotify.
On Spotify. That's
Stranger Things is notorious for that. They did that last year with that what's the baby girl name? Kate Bush.
Kate Bush with
That song,
that fucking
the
song.
running up the hill.
Turning up the hill, and it's just like every time that fucking song came on, I'm just like, all right, shut the fuck up, all right.
That shit became a number one hit just because of Stranger Things. And Stranger Things got vinyl and shit now. It's crazy.
um, they they're notorious for the freaking trailers too, because
Yeah,
damn it, I did not see Steve in any of the trailers,
yeah.
and they had me fucking worried. Fucking asshole. I'm like, you motherfuckers, how dare you? The
Yeah.
audacity. How are you going to do that to me? Not have this person in the trailers, and then you have to sit there and watch the entire from episode coming back 4, 5, 6, 7,
hmm
and you're
Yeah,
like, okay, all right, okay, we're
yeah,
good.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
still no trailer of him, no side of him in the trailer for 8, and you're just like, bro, if something does happen, we're just gonna fucking beat some shit up.
I
And
tell you,
then
this people losing their fucking mind, boy.
I know.
I don't seen reactions. Ooh, they love that boy without fail. I like, God damn.
I saw the reaction at the movie theater. They all gasped, and I'm like, pretty much, yeah, I get it.
Hell,
Um,
I ain't gassed. I just started cussing though when I watched it. I like, shit. Like, yeah,
it was fun though. It was that whole ending was fun.
Yeah.
2 hour, 2 hours is a lot. Like, obviously, if you've all ever seen fucking Lord of the Rings,
Mm.
how they like false endings. Oh, you think this is the end? No, there's more. You think this is the end? Nope. Nope, not yet.
Right.
Like,
Right.
motherfucker, just get to the ending already. This felt a little bit like that. Like, all right, can we end this? Is it over? No. You still
Yeah.
got
I
more
was
shit?
like that.
You
I was
still
like, there's still like 45 minutes left to this shit. How much? What the fuck is they gonna do?
it's like like I was at 30 minutes left. I'm like, why? What else do you gotta need to say goodbye to? Shit. Like, and
Yeah.
then it finally ends, and I'm just like, are you sure? It's like, all right, no after credit scene. It's not Marvel. We're good. Um,
Game over.
Game over. We're done. I don't ever want to talk about this fucking show again. Until next week. We're gonna talk about it next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewatch it
Let,
again.
let the people who ain't seen it see the shit so we can elaborate more.
I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the show, season one, and like go through the whole thing as like and watch it again and be like, oh shit, I missed that. Oh damn. All right. Okay. So that was it. That was fun. That was the best part about it. Um, we talked about a little bit about our new year and how it went, but we're nostalgia. We love talking about the past. How did you used to celebrate your New Year's Eve?
Man, as a child, I mean, I ain't really do shit though. We used to just watch the ball drop, and then I go to sleep. Then, then when I got a little older, I'll be chilling out with the pot, my boys and shit. We smoking and drinking and shit. Then, then I got older, and I just fall asleep. I don't celebrate shit.
You don't
Hell,
celebrate shit.
hell, fucking shit. This week, I was like, I watched Stranger Things, and then I was watching the Dick Clark thing with Seacrest. I fell asleep, and so having I woke up, it was 11:40. I said, "Oh shit!" When I saw the ball drop, and I said, I had one Bud Light. That was it. Then I went back to sleep. I don't party hard like that no more for New Year's though. But
Okay.
I saw the ball drop though. I give you that.
For those of you still in the chat, what did you used to do for New Year's Eve versus what you do now? Let us know. Um, like we used to do, like I used to hang out with friends and stuff and go
Hmm.
to like concerts, not concerts, but like you know raves and stuff. Um, we used to gather in the living room, basement, rec rooms,
Mm.
and whoever like did the house party and shit. Like, all right, we're gonna do a house party here. We're gonna hang out for a bit, and then 12 o'clock hits. We're just gonna fucking say Happy New Year, and that's it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Um, like pa- families used to watch the ball drop on network TV. Obviously,
Hmm.
there's commercials for that. And we used to use disposable cameras or no photos at all
Hmm.
because we couldn't afford a disposable camera. But like the next day, we're like, hey, here's a camera film. Take it.
Yeah.
People used to pass around noisemakers, party hats, and plastic champagne flutes. Those
Hmm.
fucking annoying little things. And the party hat, it was fun like that back then. People used to fall asleep on the couch before midnight or get woken up right at 11:59. All right, let's start counting down, and you woke me up for that. Um, like children younger than that would play board games, rent a movie, or let the radio run all night. I used to do that where I would just like record all the songs, the top 100 songs, and like I have like 5 cassette tapes of that, and
Hmm.
just like, hey, the songs that you listen to all year long. And sometimes it was annoying, other times it was like, oh shit, this is number one. Leanna says we used to go to families where the goal was to drink, never got into it. Of course. Okay. Um, how it felt. It was slower, it was warmer, it was imperfect in the best way. The moment belonged to the room, not the world. You didn't worry about capturing it, you were inside it. You were having your own fun with your own people. You weren't like, it was the wild wild west at the time. You didn't fucking you were doing your shit, you were doing your own crazy shit. You were fucking skinny dipping in pools and flashing other people at late at night or fucking banging pots around the neighborhood and nobody fucking took pictures. Leanna says now I drink an energy drink of a wine glass out of a wine glass at home covered up on the couch. She was drank an energy drink out of a wine glass. She wanted to be fancy for one night and
Mm.
just fucking drink it. I love that. We was like, hell yeah, let's do that. Um, but nobody, you didn't like send that what you just did out into the world. You did it to yourself. You did it for yourself. You didn't have phones. You didn't have anybody else telling you, no, don't do that. You're gonna get canceled for doing that. Grr.
Mm.
Like back in the day and shit. Um, and I used to do it all. I didn't do the fucking skinny dipping, but like fucking hitting the pots and pans out in the neighborhood because it's like 12 o'clock. Time to wake up,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. you know, I did
Yeah.
that. Um, and the listening to the radio and recording the stuff and renting movies and watching them and it's like, all right, it's 12 o'clock. Let's go. Let's do this. Versus what we do now, you split attention between the party and the phone. So you're hanging out with friends, but at the same time, you're on their device. And for some, like you want them to hang out with you, but then they're like, you know, hey, this person says this. Like, I don't care about what that person says. I care about what you're doing. You're here with me. Come hang out with me. That don't get off the phone. Do something else.
Mhm.
Live streams, TikTok, countdown, apps, group chats firing at midnight. I did it after midnight. Although I was on the fucking gaming that night, but like in the past 5 years, I've been doing it after midnight. I've been fucking live streaming after midnight, coming on
Yeah.
after midnight, and doing all that stuff. It's like around 12:30, and like it's like once the whole thing has been died down, and we're just like done hanging out with family. Okay, let's hang out with our friends. Meta says now I hang out with my nieces and nephews on New Year's Eve. That's good. What we do now is take photos for proof rather than memory. Here's proof of me being with people, instead of just like, hey, remember that one time at New Year's Eve when I did this? No, here's the proof of what I did. Like, I hate that. Like, why do you take pictures? Why do you take selfies if you're just gonna like fucking show it off on Instagram? Like keep
Yeah.
it in your camera reel, keep it in your phone, keep it to yourself, send it to one friend only, and that's it.
Mhm.
Don't just take photos for proof and like for like millions of your followers on Instagram. And I don't do that. I I don't like doing that. Celebrate with people who aren't physically there, and that's real now.
Mm.
That's fine. That's fine. I celebrated after though. It's like like, all right, we celebrated with the people that are there, but I'm gonna celebrate with the people that are not there and just want to that are ones that I want to be there. Like, I should have celebrated with you. I should have celebrated with you, but I ended up celebrating with other people or by myself. Sometimes you choose quiet on purpose, candles, playlist, international solitude. Okay. How it feels, louder and quieter at the same time, more connected yet more curated. The moment often lived in the online after it happens. So every year I do this with other family members. We take 12 grapes, and at midnight we eat the 12 grapes, each grape representing the month of the year. And, for good lucks, good sorrows, good all that stuff. Like, what do you
Yeah.
want your month to represent? I usually do 13 for that one extra big good luck, just for whatever. So I didn't do it immediately. like around 12:15, 12:30, I came on. I was like, let's do it together. I want to do something new. Let's do it on here from now on TikTok live. And I want to do it with you guys. Let's do it here. And I started eating those 12 grapes, the 13 grapes with everybody on here. I think some of them decided to do it with me as well and get the grapes and like eat it as well.
That's what's up.
And yeah, I was like, you know what? I like that better than doing it by myself,
Right.
you know? So, yes. Um, Why it matters presence versus documentation. In the 90s, the memory lived in your head. Now it lives on your camera roll, and sometimes we miss the feeling while trying to save it. Yeah, we do miss the feeling. Like, I have a lot of pictures from back in the day,
Mhm.
and they're Polaroids. And they used to mean so much. And now it's just like it's in my camera roll, and it's like I don't know what to do with this. Nobody's gonna see it. Just me. I wish we could like print it out and just have them in a freaking photo album. And I was like, when was that picture taken? Oh, that's fucking 2020. Yeah, the world was ending. um, no, not 2020, 2021. The world was ending. Community has changed, not disappeared. Whoever was in the house, we would hang out with. Now, friends are across cities, states, timelines, different shape, same human need to mark time together. Now we just like talk to each other through the phone and instead of being there together. We're
Oh
more
yeah.
intentional now. Back then, New Year's Eve just happened. Now, many of us choose how to spend it loud, soft, alone, or aligned because life taught us to protect our energy. And nostalgia isn't about stuff, it's about safety, simplicity, being present without performing. That's why those memories hit so hard.
Hmm.
And so, whether it was a 90s living room with static on TV or a midnight group chat lighting up your phone, New Year's Eve has always been about the same thing pausing long enough to say, I'm still here and I'm bringing something forward with me. That part hasn't changed and it will never change. And that why it still matters to me. Uh, Also, you guys are awesome, by the way. Every one of you guys in there. Um, because like I love being here. I love doing the chat. I love doing the freaking podcast. I love doing the stream and everything. And yeah, like, and I'm protecting my energy. Like you guys
Yeah.
protect it as well. We're both awesome, by the way. They said.
I appreciate y'all for that.
Um, what else? I think that's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Like New Year's Eve was awesome, but it's not something I would stay up for.
Right.
Like I stayed up a while back when it was Dick Clark, when I was actually Dick Clark doing it.
Yeah.
Now it's just like that guy that was on Total Request Live.
Nah, it's that whole ass motherfucker who was on American
Oh,
Idol.
American Idol, that other guy. Okay, fuck that guy too.
Yeah.
The like Carson Daly and that guy. Yeah.
I'd rather have Carson Daly up there doing that shit. And
Right?
that's you know what I'm saying?
All right. Everything good with you guys? You guys are okay? You guys all right? Okay. Um, Before we go, drop one word in the chat that describes tonight. Ryan Seacrest, yes, that guy. Drop a word in the chat that described tonight. And we're gonna start heading out. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. That's where we're gonna start wrapping things up for this episode. Yeah. Tonight was about resetting the energy, not reinventing ourselves, but remembering why we showed up in the first place. The conversations, the chaos, the comfort rewatches, the late night thoughts that somehow turn into an entire universe. And as we move deeper into the year, there's a lot ahead. Yes, please. And as we move deeper into this year, there's a lot ahead. New movies we'll be breaking down, blockbusters, cult classics, anniversary rewatches, and the ones that sneak up on us out of nowhere. Music albums that deserve full conversations, not just quick takes. Games we'll be losing sleep over. Books that stay with you longer than expected. Trailer reactions, Netflix specials, live moments, and anniversaries that deserve more than just a passing mention. This is the year we open the roadmap wider. What's staying, what's evolving, and what 2026 is actually asking the M3P universe to become. Quick call to action, brand new pod decks drop next week. And with Stranger Things officially hitting its 10-year mark in just over a week since the final episode, next
Mm,
week we're going full spoilers. So watch the damn show so we can talk about it.
damn right.
Damn right. We are going to talk about it. All right, show some love. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, and YouTube for live stream chaos, hot takes, and at the moment, we probably shouldn't record, but always do. Rate the show so the algorithm knows we're not just whispering into the void like a forgotten AOL chat room. Drop a comment on Spotify. We read them all, even the unhinged ones, especially the unhinged ones. Thank you to everyone in the chat, the talkers, the lurkers, the yappers, and yes, even the creepers. You know, the ones that are watching from outside. You're always welcome here. Don't be shy. Say hi, please.
Mm, mm, mm.
Like if you don't want to come in, that's fine as well. It's all right. We'll be celebrating the podcast anniversary all month long, revisiting the moments that shaped the show, the inside jokes that turned into lore, and finally opening up what's coming next. Shout out to the chat. Menace, KT, Josh, Leanna, Grunge, Shenrod, Baby Ink. Thank you for hanging out and, you know, yapping and talking and all that stuff. Telling us your entire night. Thank you for spending your night with us. Before you go, whatever today handed you, stress, noise, wins, or losses, you don't have to carry all of it into tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time here in my third place. Not home, not work, just a space where we show up as ourselves. Take care of each other, take care of yourself. Anybody has one word in the chat to describe tonight? No? Okay. This is the MVP podcast where community, creativity, and a place where we leave the light on always come together. Mena says fun, Liana says amazing, and everybody enjoyed tonight. And Mena said fun. Yes. I didn't see. I didn't read those. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, we're done. This is the M3B podcast where community, creativity, and a place where we leave the light on always come together. I'll see you next time. We'll see you next time.
Peace.